this is Terriell from Terriell Samuels Pilates, and welcome to part 5 of my 6-part original mat series. Today we're going to work on learning the advanced exercises, and we will also flow through some of the exercises that we've learned in parts 1 through 4 of the series. And for those exercises, we'll make it quick. We'll only do about 3 or 4 reps of each, because I want to spend some time working on the details of the more advanced repertoire. Now, if some of those beginning and intermediate exercises are exercises that you're not familiar with, make sure to go back into the series to the beginner and intermediate workouts to learn the details and practice them. And for everyone else, let's get started. Okay, let's start standing on the top edge of the mat for the mount. Go ahead and cross your arms one on top of the other. Take one leg behind you and slowly lower yourself down to lie flat on the mat. From here, we'll take the arms all the way up and back to set up for the 100. You'll take your legs off as you lift your head, reaching your arms forward, and begin to pump. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 3, 4, 5. In with the air and out with the air, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Big breath in. You want to make sure that chest is wide open. You're still curling from your breastbone. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. In with the air. And out with the air. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. Now go ahead and unfold, just reversing the way that you came into this. And we'll start our roll-ups. We're going to do 3 today. Rolling up on the mat, stretching forward, and then slowly roll through your spine, lower back, middle back, upper back. The arms will stretch back, roll up sequentially through that spine and stretch it forward. Send it slowly down with control. One more time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, roll. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, roll down to the mat. Rollovers are next. So we'll take the arms long by your sides to set up. Bring your knees into the chest. Legs now will stretch out to 45 degrees in Pilates stance. From here, we'll take the legs all the way up and over, lifting the hips above shoulders, and then send the toes, flexing them back towards your kneecaps. Go ahead and separate those legs about shoulder width distance and start to roll down your spine with straight legs until your tailbone hits the mat. From there, we'll swing the legs out to 45 degrees, squeeze them together, roll all the way up and over, flex the toes open. Make sure they're in parallel here as you roll down slowly through the back, controlling with your abdominals. Squeeze the legs together, lift them all the way up and over. Now pay attention to your arms, flex those feet, open the legs, roll down. Make sure your arms are nice and long, your forearms are pressing down to the mat, collarbones wide. Now let's reverse it, squeeze your legs. Let's open them and then take them up and over, open. Squeeze your legs together here at the top, flex the toes and roll down with control. Point those toes at 45, open the legs, reach the legs all the way up and over, flex the toes at the top, squeeze the legs together and roll it down, upper back, middle back, lower back. One more time, toes point at 45, they open. They go up and over, flex, squeeze together, and then roll down with control. Single leg circles are next. Take your left leg down to the mat, right leg crosses over 3 times, cross and around and up. 2 and around and lift. Last one and around, reverse 3 times. Out, crossover, lift. 2 more. Last one, now scissor switch the legs. One leg down, one leg straight up to circle, across and around and up. 2 more times and lift. 1 more. Hold it at the top, now reverse. Outside, inside, lift it. Torso and shoulders are steady, those hips are steady. And then send that leg all the way down. Go ahead and reach the arms all the way back. We'll roll up 1 time for rolling like a ball. We're just going to do 3 today. So I want you to scoot those hips to your heels, hands to ankles. Find your balance and then rock it back for 3 and up. Super tight ball here. Abs in, chin stays to the chest. You have 1 more. Rock back, take it up, find your balance. Now we're going to do the ab series. We're just going to go really quickly, 3 of everything. So single leg stretch, in. 1 more, right leg, left leg. Now both knees pull into the chest for double leg stretch. Reach out, circle the arms, hug the ankles. Inhale, exhale, hug. 1 more, inhale, exhale, hug for scissors. 1 leg up, out, pull in, switch. In, switch. 2 more, and 2, switch. 1 more, and 1, 1. Both legs go straight up, hands behind the head for double straight leg stretch. Lower, 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 lift. Lower and lift. One more. Lower and lift. Pull your knees into the chest for crisscross, twisting to the right. And then go up and over to the left. Up and over to the right. Get a little bit higher. This is your last one. Up and over to the left. And now pull both knees in, lower your head down for a moment. Go ahead and stretch your legs out long. Let's do one more roll up to set up for spine stretch forward. Separate your feet wide on the mat. Send those arms out long in front of you at shoulder height. Breathe in. And then exhale, round it forward. Reach and reach. And then stack it up. Up and up. So that you're nice and tall through the spine. Big breath in here, lifting tall. And then take it up and over, rounding that spine as deeply as you can, dropping the crown of the head down in between your legs onto the mat, and then stack that spine all the way up. One more time, breathe in. Exhale as you round forward, deepening your C curve even more than you did before. Keep pulling those abdominals in and up, belly button to spine. And then send it up, up, and up. Now open leg rocker. Let's tip back onto the tailbone. Kick your legs up to the ceiling, grab onto your ankles, straight arms, straight legs. Let's do 3 or 4 good ones here. Rocking back, lifting the chest at the top to balance. Rock back, scoop your abdominals in, round the spine and lift, flatten the spine at the top. One more, rock it back. And then take it all the way up, lifting that chest up, collarbones wide. Now squeeze your legs together for your transition. Teaser 1 down, keeping your legs right where they are for corkscrew, palms flat to the mat. Let's pike up all the way to the ceiling, heels together, toes apart. Now we'll roll down the right side of the spine, circle the legs all the way down and around and up to the left. Now circle down to the left, down and around and up the right side of the spine. To the right side, down and around and up. And to the left side, down and around and up. Good. Now roll down the center of the spine here, out to 45 degrees with the legs. Let's teaser 1 all the way up to the top here. Now separate your legs for saw. Flex feet, arms in a T. Twist to the right. Dive over. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Roll it all the way up. We'll just do one more here to the left. Twist. Dive over to the left. Stretch, stretch, reach. Roll all the way up. And then relax your legs down. Go ahead and flip to your belly now. We'll do some swan dive, the full swan dive here. So now squeeze your legs tight together. Press into your hands here to lift the chest to prepare. And then dive those arms, reaching them out. Now keep them out as you lift the chest. Legs lift. Chest lifts, legs lift. Chest lifts, legs lift. Keep going here, rocking back and forth like a seesaw, diving out here. And then go ahead and take a quick child's pose, hips back to the heels to stretch it out. Single leg kick is next. So now onto your elbows, propping yourself up. We'll kick the seat. 1, 2, change legs. 1, 2, change legs. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. Good. Now double leg kick. Hands stacked behind. Let's kick for 3, 2, 1. Stretch your legs. Now lift your arms up behind you. Lift your chest. Look straight ahead. Turn the head to the other side. Kicking 3, 2, 1. Long legs, long arms. Lift and stretch and stretch and stretch. And then go ahead and take a quick child's pose here. All right, neck pull is next. So now we're going to lie down flat on the mat, legs about hip width distance apart, long in front of you with the toes flexed back towards your kneecaps, hands behind the back of the neck. Now chin to chest, go up and over nose to the knees, lift up really tall through your spine to hinge back, and then round down with control. Inhale, chin to chest, exhale, up and over nose to knees. Inhale, flat back, lift up tall. Hinge it back flat as a board, reaching through your legs, and exhale, round the spine, roll it down. Inhale, chin to chest. Exhale, up and over nose to knees. Inhale, flat back, lift it. Hinge it back long and tall, and then exhale, round and roll it down to the bottom. Now we're going to learn high scissors and bicycle. So from here, the arms are long by your sides. You're going to bend your knees into your chest and send your legs out to 45 degrees so that you can take them up and over, lifting the hips above your shoulders. From here, you're going to place your hands on the back of your hips with your fingertips facing the ceiling so that your hands can take the weight of your pelvis. Now go ahead and sit down into your hands so that your spine is long, legs lifting towards the ceiling. Try to get them perpendicular here. Now you're going to scissor the legs, reaching one out and down. Reach, reach, and change. And reach, reach, and just try to keep your balance up here. Now we're gonna make this scissor into a bicycle. So your first leg is gonna reach out and down, and when it gets to its lowest point, you will bend that knee and just drag it in as if you're riding a big giant bicycle. Go ahead and do that to the other side. Yes, and then from here, bring your legs together. I want you to flip the grip in your hands so your fingertips are facing to the outside, and bring one leg all the way down to the mat so that you're in your shoulder bridge position, one leg reaching to the sky. Now we'll take the leg down and reach it up, down and reach it up. One more time, flex that foot and then point it up and then replace it. Now we'll take the other leg straight up to the ceiling, flex the foot, reach it down, point it up, flex the foot, reach it down, point it up. One more time, flex, reach down, point it up. Now both feet are on the mat here. Place your palms flat down by your sides, roll the hips down, and then roll all the way up to sit for spine twist. Let's flex the toes, parallel legs squeeze together, twist right, right, inhale, center, twist left, left, inhale, center, right, right, inhale, center, exhale, left, left, inhale, center. Roll down with control for jackknife. Now the legs go straight up to the ceiling. Keep your toes in line with your eyeballs here as you roll down. Legs out to 45, and then they go up and over to pike up again, and roll down with control. One more time. Up and over, pike up, and then roll it down with control. Now from here, let's hug the knees into the chest. We're going to go straight into teasers today. So setting up for teaser 1, we'll bring the legs out to 45 degrees in Pilates stance, and then send your arms all the way up and back behind you. Go ahead and roll all the way up through your spine, find your balance in teaser. Now legs stay right there as you roll down with control. 2 more times, rolling that torso up, keeping your legs right there in space. Roll it down with control. 1 more time. Roll it up, hold it there. Now the lower body, legs lower and they lift, lower and lift, lower and hold. Teaser 3, arms reach to the sky, toes and eyes roll down together all the way to the mat. Roll everything back up, find that balance in teaser, arms lift up, roll it down with control. 1 more time. Roll everything all the way up through your spine. Now, take your arms, let's circle them all the way around and place them flat down on the mat behind you for hip circles. We'll take the legs and circle them down and around to the right, and then reverse it down and around to the left. Keep pulling in your abdominals here. Abs are doing the lion's share of the work. And then we'll go to the left one last time, and then hold center. From here, lift your arms up off the mat, reach for a teaser balance, reach your arms up to the sky, and then teaser 3 all the way down, toes and eyes go down together with control. That shit is hard. Now go ahead and lie down on your stomach. We're going to stretch that out with some swimming here. So now lift everything up out of the water. Arms lift, legs lift, and then kick, kick, kick for your life. Go for the biggest swim of your life, making the biggest splashes ever. And then lower everything down. Go ahead and sit back onto your heels. Take a quick stretch, just breathing deep for a moment. Okay, now leg pull down is next. We're going to come out to a plank and then take 1 foot off the floor, pointing it back behind you. From here, we'll pulse back into that bottom foot, back into the heel, and pulse and change. 2 pulses, pulse and change, and pulse and pulse and change and pulse. Keep that plank really flat, those hips down. 1 more each leg here. And change, and a pulse and change. Now here's your classical transition into leg pulls up. You're going to take 1 hand in towards the center, turn your fingertips down towards your toes, and then spin all the way around, trying to keep your legs straight, arms straight, and not sitting on the floor. Now, 1 leg will kick up to the sky, keeping a flat upside down plank position. The other leg kicks and it lowers with control. Let's go 1 more each leg. Kick it, lower it down with control, and the left leg kicks up and down with control. 1 more for good luck, I think. Let's lift the right leg and lower it down. And left leg and lower it down. Now we transition into kneeling side kicks. So 1 leg will sneak underneath you so that you're kneeling on 1 knee with the other leg stretched out. Now your hand is planted down. Make sure you're in a really long line here with the top arm behind your head. Now, leg lifts up to come in line with the body, and we'll start to bring that top leg forward and back to the front and slide it back. Yes, and now you want to make sure that that leg stays right in line with the body. As you reach it back, as you pass it through center, try to lift it a little bit higher to challenge. Keep your chest open. Try not to move your torso at all. Keep sliding that leg front and back. And then find center. Come up into kneeling in a T-shape arm, and then just plop down over to the other side to set up. And then we'll take that leg lifting in line with the body to the front, to the back, to the front, reach it back. Keep those abdominals tight to the front so that your pelvis isn't swaying back and forth, just the leg is moving, really working that outer hip. Good, now find center, and then come on back to 2 knees. Now I want you to lower down onto one hip. We're going to learn side bend here. So from here, you'll stack your feet, your shins, your knees, and your thighs on top of the other, and then place your bottom hand down firmly onto the mat with your fingertips spread. From there, drive down to your hand and into your bottom foot. Come into a nice, beautiful side plank. And now we'll do the side bending part. So the hips will lower down towards the floor as you look up at the ceiling, and then you'll reverse that, lifting your hips to the sky, looking down at your bottom hand. And now lower the hips, look up. Trying to keep that balance. Belly pulls in, drive down into that bottom hand as you look down. Now try not to collapse the chest. We'll do one more time. And then lift the hips to the sky. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And then have a seat back down on that hip. Now to transition, we'll take the arms behind you and then teaser your legs around to stack the feet, the shin, the knees, the thighs. Plant that bottom hand down, drive down into the bottom hand, into the bottom foot, and find your strong side plank. Now lower the hips, look up. Lift the hips, look down at your bottom hand. 2 more. Lower your hips, look up at the ceiling. Lift your hips, look down at the bottom hand. Try to keep that balance. 1 more time. Lower the hips, look up at the ceiling. Abdominals are in. You're squeezing that bottom armpit down as you lift the hips up, up, up to the sky. And then gently lower your hips down with control. Next on the list is boomerang here. So now I want you to, this is a rolling exercise. I want you to make sure you have enough room on your mat to roll. Just sit up really tall on your sit bones and clasp your hands together behind your back. This is just a little bit of a preparation to get your body ready. So I want you to just take this nice chest opener, stretching your arms, and then we'll reach them around to teaser shape. Now from here, the palms flip up. You're going to bend your elbows back behind you and clasp the hands again together, lifting those arms. Now drop your head down towards your knees to deepen the stretch. And then let go of your hands without an explosion to send them all the way around to your toes. That's the hand choreography. Now we're going to add a few things. This will be fun. So cross one leg over the other, lift up really tall through your spine, scoop your abdominals in, chin to chest, round. Now take your legs all the way up and over, and then change the cross of your legs at the top here. From there, with control, roll through your spine, reach up into a teaser balance, reach for your toes. Flip your palms up to the ceiling, bend your elbows back behind you, clasp your hands. Now, lift your arms, lift your legs as you draw your knees toward your nose towards your knees, and then gently lower your legs down to the floor, folding over. Separate the hands, circle them around, reach for your toes. Now, stack your spine up really tall, keep your legs crossed. We'll go again. Round back through your spine, take the legs up and over. Oh, don't kick your house plant. Scoot forward, make sure you have enough room. Hands next to your hips, lifting tall. Now round it back, take the legs up and over. Change the cross of your legs here at the top. Hold. Now, roll through the spine to find a balance on your tailbone in a cross-legged teaser. Reach for your toes. Flip your palms up to the ceiling. Bend your elbows back behind you. Clasp your hands behind you. Now lift the legs, lift the arms. Draw your chin down towards your chest, and then gently lower everything down with control. Separate the hands, circle them around to reach for your toes in a big, lifted, beautiful C-curve shape. Lift up tall through the spine. Let's do it again. Round it back, scoop the abs. Lift the legs, roll through the spine, take it up and over. Change the cross of your legs at the top. Roll through your back here. Balance in a cross-legged teaser. Palms up to the ceiling here. Bend your elbows back behind you. Clasp your hands together. Legs lift, arms lift. Legs lift, arms lift. Lower them down. Unclasp the hands. Circle them around to reach in a forward fold towards your toes. Lift up tall. Good. One. Oh, nope, that's it. Now, from here, we're going to end with some rolling. Yep, that was hard. We're going to do some seal. So I want you to set up in your seal position. We're going to do 5. Clap the feet. 1, 2, 3. Rock back. 1, 2, 3, and come up. 1, 2, 3. Rock back. 1, 2, 3, and up. 3, 2, 3, and back. And up. 2 more. And back. And up 1 more time. And back. And up. Now, next exercise is crabs. Now, I want you to crisscross applesauce your legs, keeping a balance on your tailbone, and grab onto the outside edges of your feet. And then just try to pull those legs in as close in towards you as possible, making a small ball position. I'm going to turn towards you for a moment so you can see what this position looks like. So you have that crisscross applesauce. I like to flex my toes back here. I feel like it puts my ankles and my knees into a really nice alignment. So go ahead and maintain that position. Just find the balance. And we're going to roll like a ball here, going all the way up and back. Now the hips lift, you're going to bounce on the shoulders, change the cross of your legs at the top, come all the way up and over and roll over the shins so that the crown of your head reaches gently to the floor and lifting your ribs up, scooping deeply. Let's do it again. Now we'll rock it all the way back. Change the cross of your legs at the top, grab onto those feet. Take it all the way up and over. Now make sure that you're scooping super deeply and really working with control. You don't want to dive over and just bonk your head onto the floor. You slightly, gently set it down, barely putting weight on it. Let's go again. Take it all the way back. Change the cross of your legs at the top. Grab onto those feet. Come all the way up and over the shins. Scoop the abdominals. Lift the ribs to the sky as you reach the crown of the head towards the floor. And then go ahead and have a seat on your sit bones. One more time if you have it in you. You can go all the way back and over, change the cross. Take it all the way over the shins, reaching out and over to the crown of the head. Good. And then have a seat down on the mat. Next, let's do some rocking. So we did the prep last time. We're going to add the rocking to this. Go ahead and kick your heels to the seat, grab onto your ankles. Now, reach into the hands, lift the chest, lift the thighs off the mat. We'll rock back and forth for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, and 2, and 1, and lower it down. Good. Go ahead and let go of those ankles and take a child's pose after that exercise. Some people can rock and roll a lot. Some people can't. It all depends on where the tight areas are in your body, but that one's a fun one. Okay. Next up is control balance. This is the last exercise in our advanced series today. So I'm going to have you roll down and lie flat on your back. And then go ahead and pull both knees into the chest. From here, we'll take the legs out to 45 degrees and take the legs up and over so that the tops of your toes are touching to the floor. Now go ahead and swipe your hands all the way up and over so you're balancing on your shoulders and that you can grab onto one ankle with both hands. Now the ankle that you're not grabbing, that leg is going to reach straight up to the ceiling as you balance on your shoulders. Reach it up as high as you can. This is where the balance comes in this control balance. Now with control, switch your legs. It's almost like you're doing scissors in the ab series here. So reach that top leg up as high as you can. Reach it out, grab onto that bottom ankle and switch the legs. Yeah. Grab onto that bottom ankle, working the scoop. Now this exercise really depends on how much you can stabilize through your torso and find that balance and really keep everything engaged and rigid through your powerhouse. Good. Let's do one more each leg. So first leg reaches down, grab that ankle, reach the other leg to the sky, switch the legs. And then to come out of this, go ahead and take both toes down to the floor above your head. Swipe your arms around so that they're long by your sides once more. And then roll down with control through your back. Give yourself a big hug. You made it through your workout. Good job today. Thank you guys for joining me for the advanced mat. Now these exercises are not easy. They take a lot of strength, a lot of control, a lot of precision, flexibility, and more importantly, a lot of practice. So yeah, I mean, even I don't have them perfect and it's always a journey. So rather than getting the exercises perfect, my advice to you is to keep practicing and finessing as you go. You know, gaining the strength and flexibility in your body and making progress in your body is a process. So make sure when you're doing these workouts to give yourself grace and time to progress. And always, no matter how advanced you are in Pilates, go back to the very basics, because the basic and beginner exercises in Pilates are the foundation that builds the strength to do the more choreographed, the more nuanced, and the more advanced work. So always go back to basics and practice that to gain your strength and your flexibility. Next up in the series is the full advanced flow. We're gonna go through all 34 of Joe Pilates' original mat exercises without stopping, with all the classical transitions. And It'll be super fast but controlled and a lot of fun. So once you have these exercises down, join me on the mat for super advanced flow. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.